What's up, Chrissy Crew? It's your girl Chrissy, and I'm back with another video. Today I'll be showing you guys how I achieved this burgundy color without bleaching my hair, and I'll also be showing you guys how I installed and styled this hair as well. First, you're going to need L'Oreal High Color in the color magenta, and then I also use 50 volume developer, but you don't have to, you can use 40. And I also have this bowl that I'll be mixing the colors in. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to go ahead and separate the wig into sections. I usually start off by separating the frontal part of the wig first, and then I'll separate the back into 2 or 3 sections depending on the wig. Here I separated it into 2. Also, do make sure you have a pair of gloves. It doesn't have to be these specific gloves, but do make sure you have some because the chemicals are very harsh on the skin. So first thing that I do is I take one packet and I cut the end because it's way easier to come out that way. I go ahead and I put it in a bowl and I put a little bit amount of developer. I had it a little runny because I didn't want the color to come out as bright, but if you want it to be bright, you're going to need way more packs than I did. I used about 5 packs, but you should get like 7 packs if you want the color to come out really bright. For you to get it really bright, you're going to have to put less developer, and it's going to have to be more of a chunky consistency. So yeah. So I make sure I have some garbage bags laid out on the floor, and when I'm wearing some clothes that I don't care about, because this does stain and it's really messy. So make sure you're not wearing anything that you care about, and make sure that you have something laid out on the floor to protect your floor. But my application process is nothing too special. I literally just go in and just spread it out with my hands. I start off with like a little section, and then I just put the product on the hair and just make sure it's spread out through the whole hair. I don't use like an applicator brush or nothing like that. Hey Nala girl. So I used about 4 packs of the L'Oreal High Color in the back, and then I used only 1 pack on the frontal. Now when it comes to the frontal, just make sure you don't get as much on the lace. I just use an applicator brush, and then I'll use a comb for the roots. I feel like it's easier that way than a brush, so that's all I really do. But just try not to get as much on the lace because it will stain.
Tiller.
after I was done coloring the frontal, I went ahead and I put a plastic bag over it so it could create heat, because heat processes it faster. And then I also went ahead and I bleached the knots because I didn't want the knots to be red. And this is what it looks like after. Boom. So my ball cap method is nothing too crazy, nothing too special. All I really do is I cut out the ears. Usually I'll put it over my face, but I have my lashes, so I didn't do that. So I cut the ear tabs off, and then I use the Got2b spray. I spray all on the front part, and then after that I take my blow dryer and I just let it dry. And once it's dry, I use the lace glue and put it on the sides, just so the sides won't lift up or anything. So after that, I go ahead and I take my scissors and I start cutting the excess cap off. Please be careful in this part, because I'm good for nicking myself and cutting my skin open, so don't do that. But yeah, after that, I take some makeup and I put it in the front, sometimes in the middle. I don't really know. If it's the middle part, I'll do that. But that's the wig. And then right now what I'm doing is I'm putting makeup inside the wig on the lace. Not too much though. Next, after putting it on, you're going to make sure you want your wig to be straight in the middle, like dead smack in the middle. So we cut off the ear tabs, okay? And what I do is I measure my ear with like my finger. Like I traced my ear with my finger, and then I cut that part off. Now we're here at the good part. So I take my lace glue and I put 3 layers in total. First layer, let it dry clear. Second layer, let it dry clear. Then third layer, let it dry clear. And I also take my hot comb and I hot comb the front of the wig, just so none of the flyaways get into the glue when I'm laying it down. Oh, and as you guys can see, I only put glue in the middle part because I do my wigs in 3 parts: the front, then the sides. But one day I'm gonna get to the whole thing, but this is just what works for me. So now I'm doing the same thing on the sides: 3 layers of glue, letting it dry, and then laying the hair down. So now I'm going to take my Got2b spray and spray on the hairline, and then wrap it up real quick just to melt it down. And I'm going to take my blow dryer and blow dry it so it can be quicker. Now I'm going to take my eyebrow razor and just start cutting the lace off. I love using eyebrow razors because it's like, it doesn't just cut it straight. And, you know, everybody says that, but it's true. It's true. So yeah, after that, I just cut the one side, then I cut the other side. Okay, so now we're gonna get into the styling. First I'm gonna start off by putting the part in the middle of my head, because I'm gonna be doing the 2 braids at the top. So I'm gonna do a little part, and yes, girl, you look good as yeah. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start pressing the sides of my head. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. I'm gonna start oh my god, I'm gonna start parting the sides and making sure that it's flat, so when I braid it and everything's just flat on my head. Now I'm gonna part it. I'm gonna do the parts for the braids, and you know I'm a perfectionist, so it took me a little minute to perfect this part, but yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. So one thing about it, I cannot braid on myself for nothing. So for this being my first attempt on a wig, I feel like I did pretty good. I didn't show the first side because I ended up taking that braid out anyway and restarting it. So this is me braiding my left side of my head, and then I'm gonna go back and take that braid out and then do it over because I didn't like the way it came out. So after I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and do my baby hairs on both sides, and then after that I'm gonna warm curl it. So after I finished warm curling, I went ahead and used my Got2b spray, sprayed the curls, and then I spread them out just so it could look more full. And that was it. I am in love with this hairstyle on me. It looks super duper cute. Please like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this of me. Follow all my social media down in my description box, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.